Hello everyone and welcome back to the island of Alki, and it appears there's something rustling around in the bushes down by the beach here. Pretty sure that's just a bunny from the bunny burrow over here, but we'll have these two lovely ladies keep an eye on it, and let's move up and see what our tribe is doing up here. Look at all these fangs! Oh, I love this, you guys. Look at how many teeth we have and all sorts of different varieties. This has been a very, very interesting tribe to work with, and unfortunately we've gotten so big we probably aren't going to find any new members, so we need to start figuring out which cousins we are going to pair up with one another, and that's always an interesting spot to kind of be in. But we'll take a good look at what everybody's immunity genes currently are and try to make sure we combine the right combination of immunity to keep plenty of healthy creatures going. And we also want to see if we can carry on some of the fun family traits like the spit snout, which has really started to carry through. For some reason, this particular tribe and this particular island really seems to be fond of their spit snout creatures, which is pretty darn fun. And we're starting to get a few big ears on some of them too, which look really amazing, as well as the dots. I just really like the unique look we are starting to go with these creatures over here. And then we've also got, hello Vanku! We've also got Vanku and his mate Larila, and they've been having a lot of very interesting children. They have had the most diverse set of children out of any of our pairs, if you ask me, because all of these ones you see right here, and I'm not sure, I don't think Roku, but all of the creatures that you see right here are their children. I think that Kier Duktukir is actually one of their children as well. And we've got different colors, we've got different mane colors, we actually have different teeth, dots, fangs. We've got the venomous fangs on some, we've got the spit snout on the others. It's really quite amazing to see. So I can't wait to see what kind of babies these guys will have together. And then we have we have bred together, there we go, Duke Ta and Anasisi, I believe. Those are the two we're trying to mix because she has A and B immunity. He has A and G. I could have sworn B and F. B and F is actually a really good combination. So I think we're going to actually have Siana here, who was the last born of Eve before Eve passed away, become the mate of Dukdukta as well. And they'll probably have some very plain looking brown children, but that's just fine. They both have the little brown fur that hasn't really done anything. They're so subtle. They actually blend in really well. They're better camouflage than anybody else. But we might go ahead and have them have a baby in just a moment here, because we do need to get more creatures to help out with gathering up some of the berry bushes. We're finding a few more berry bushes out in the wild, and with keeping an eye on some of the bunnies. We're really running into a lot of rabbits, and it would be good, definitely a very good idea, to see if we can get the claw put in on some of our creatures as well. The claw and maybe the antlers, so that we can try to make sure that we have some defenders for our tribes. So we'll see how all of those plans work out. Right now, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and have this one. I'm going to have her gather up some of those berries. I'm going to move him over here. Let's see. Whoops. That was a total misclick because I was trying to click on her. That's so frustrating. So immensely frustrating. Darn. So we'll have to wait to breed those two. I'm so frustrated about that. That's okay. It happens sometimes. But we can go ahead and have you move here, my dear. And you'll go ahead and get ready to have another baby. And we'll collect up the berries from over here. There we go. We've got our teeny little baby Anacora down here. She's just kind of moving around. Should I move you? We can try moving Milala here. Move her right here. There we go. Got a little bit of food, and then I'll move you back up here. And I actually want to move Milala here so she can keep an eye on the bunny burrow down there. And we've got a lot of bunny burrows to keep an eye on. We've got a lot of bushes to keep an eye on. Actually have a lot of bushes to eat on too. Let's go ahead and just collect up our food for now, because it's going to be a little bit tricky. I see you, bunny. It's going to be a little bit tricky to keep all the bunnies away. Should I do some? Let's have you maybe move. Let's send this guy over here, and he'll help out with the bunny issue going on. And then Vanku, I always want to keep Vanku and his mate constantly having babies because they have very amazing babies. Lassie, let's go ahead and move Lassie over. She's got the poison fangs. She's actually got some pretty good speed. She doesn't really have a lot of attack, so she might help to look for more new areas. Does she have? Yeah, she does have collecting. She actually has some better collecting than some of the others, so we'll move her over here. And then I see you right there, little bun bun. All right, we'll leave the bunny there. Move her here. She can actually collect up those. And now I'm going to move him down so that they can have another baby because they have such interesting children. And Sierra Asi here, Sierra Asis, she's really interesting too. We might combine her with one of her cousins down to the south. In fact, actually, what are your immunity genetics? A and D. Let's see, A and G. What about you guys? D and A and F. The F immunity gene is kind of becoming a little bit uncommon. Yeah, is becoming a little bit uncommon among our groups. So, I might see if we can bring the F immunity gene back over. Yeah, it looks like, well, Nuktuk here has the F immunity gene. Let's see, so A and F, and then A and D. So yeah, we'll just have to see. At this point, it's not really like any of the options are going to be exceptionally better than some of the others, but we'll just pull through with our tribe. All right, let's get moving. We'll have some babies. Oh, we've got another baby. Oh, look at her. Ananame. And she is actually our very first double F immunity. I didn't realize that they carried that, but she is our strong one. So we have a little fighter now. And then who's up here? Kwan Nasi is up here. She's a little girl. Good movement. We'll kind of scooch her out of the way for just a second. And then let's gather up our food. Yes, got a bunny. That's an easy collection of a bunny, actually. And Kitavan actually just looks awesome, doesn't he? We're going to have to pull him a mate. That's for sure. I think I'm going to have him come down and we'll pick him a mate from one of the females down here in just a moment because he just looks pretty amazing. But I guess that means we'll swap him out with his sibling. Yeah, we'll swap him out with a sibling and I think we'll have him claim this nest right here once we get everybody out of it. So who would he be a good mate for? Because he's really interesting. He's got A and D immunity. B and G, Anarasi here would be perfect. All right. So we'll have her gather up just one pile of berries. That'll help her move safely up here. Then we'll go ahead. What can he do? I'll have him explore this spot so I can send this little one over there. Pop over here, last berry, and then we'll go ahead and gather up some food. So don't mind me, just gonna gather a little food there. And then let's have Messy here gather up a little bit of food. Yeah, we definitely need some creatures that have better collecting. So we'll keep an eye out on making sure we can have, anybody with 2 collecting can go ahead and scooch next to, we'll wait for that little one, can scooch next to one of the better berry bushes. And let's move this little baby, Kuvan, oh gosh, all right, he's gonna move over and make room for a sibling. And then this guy can go ahead and move right here. There we go. And she can use her last move to go ahead and get pregnant with another baby. And then Vanku here can help out with collecting that. And his mate can go ahead and pop back up. I mean, I love how they can just churn out babies. We'll have to be careful so that we have enough to feed everybody. But I do enjoy the fact that we've got enough creatures, or we've got enough nest, that they can keep having as many babies as they want, which is so fascinating. I love their family tree. I mean, just look at this. Basically, everybody you see here is from those two, and I don't think we've ever had so much variation and diversity among our creatures before. So we haven't gotten the ram horn. We do have a bit of the claw. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to take out the claw or take out the antlers because I don't want to lose the venomous fangs. I don't know. It would be interesting to see how they look. Let's try mixing big body in instead of claw. So that we can try to keep creatures that can still do berry paw. I don't want to lose berry paw. And yeah, we'll just make the antlers a small chance of having the antler mutation just in case. And then these guys are my explorers. They're not finding too much. And Van Duke, I don't think I'm going to get you back in time to breed you up. And Rokier, I've actually kind of been trying to keep Rokier to the side so we don't have those ram horns slip in on us. The ram horns are really interesting, yes, but if we have those, they will push all of the teeth to the side. So if you can have ram horns as your dominant or teeth, but you can't really have both. I'm gonna go ahead and let them do just a teeny bit of exploring right over here. It's a little bit of a waste, but hopefully we can start clearing out a path, because in the past it's proven so useful if we can at least have a path around the island. And I think that's gonna be our goal, is just making a big path around the island to begin with, and then a few like hunting paths or kind of almost deer trails, and we'll kind of work from there. All right, so we're about to have a whole bunch of babies. Let's see what this turns out. Like, we've got 4 pregnant females on a nest. Oh, that's awesome. And we have 1 nest, 2 nests. We've got so many nests. This is actually quite the impressive picture, in my opinion. I like it. Let's see all the babies. Oh my gosh. Ram horns. I see ram horns. I see the spit snout. I see venomous fangs. I see just a normal mane. Oh my gosh. So many babies. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got little spit snout Miri back here. Oh, do you guys remember Miri from over at the island of Hoshina? Oh, that brings back some really sweet memories. She was a really nice one. And let's see. So yeah, immunity A and D. All right, so we're doing good over here. And we have the Ananame, the sibling. And then over here we have Kier Duke Duke, who unfortunately took some hits. Sorry, Kier Duke Duke, that was my bad. And then over here, who's this? Kosi! I like Kosi! I like Kosi's little antlers. That might be what we try to keep down here, is maybe some brown creatures with little antlers that we'll sort of keep to this area. We'll have to see. I find it really fun, actually, to kind of divide up the different tribes into certain traits. Trying to keep the immunity all varied as much as possible while keeping certain traits in the families is a little bit of a challenge, and it's actually quite fun to me. All right, so we'll see how these guys do. We've got a lot of babies over here. Kier Duku with B and G immunity. Good. And he's got runner's leg. He has recessive for the big ears. He's got his sibling Kuvan right here. Oh, this is awesome. All right, and we've got right over here Isla, and she's got the venomous. Oh, she's got some good speed to her too. So does she have? Nobody had big body this time around. B and D immunity is really good though. And let's go ahead and gather up as much food. Food! There's food, but it moved. And we'll gather up as much food as possible. So we'll gather this food really quickly. And I really should have her go ahead and move on top of the bunny burrow, but I'm just going to keep an eye and see if that bunny moves any closer. And then Messi is about to pass away. The bunny just... it's in the bushes now, I think. I thought it just walked off into the water and it surprised me. All right, so we'll send this little one. You can gather up. Bunnies to eat. Actually, it looks like there's a couple things. Maybe we should investigate this. I'm gonna go ahead. It's just another bunny. Okay. Well, I might move Kier Duke Duke over a little bit. He can help out with that. We're gonna scooch. Actually, Ananame would be really good to help attack bunnies because she's got super strong attack. She is probably one of our strongest because she has double claws. We'll move Lorale over here. Lorela, excuse me. And they can go ahead and get ready to have another baby. She is by far the most prolific mother we have ever had. And then Roku over here, what kind of immunity do you have? G&D or G&A? Yeah, we've got an okay mix of immunity down here. We definitely have a lot more traits than we used to have over in Hoshina, that's for sure. And we'll try to keep it that way. So Lassie is really cool looking. Oh my gosh, Lassie is so cool looking. I wonder what kind of mate we're gonna pick for Lassie. Maybe maybe like Kirduku could potentially be one of her mates. Yeah, actually. Yeah, we could make that pair work out because they have different immunities. Sweet. All right. So wonderful. The cousins are actually keeping subtly related enough this time around that we should be able to kind of combine them. We can mix them together a little bit more than we could last time. We'll have you gather up that. We'll have you go ahead and get pregnant again. And we'll scooch her up. And then she can gather up the berry before the bunny eats it. And go ahead and get pregnant too. Alright, so now we've got 2 pregnant females again. We probably don't need to get many more creatures after this. We're kind of having a big baby boom. But we'll go ahead and have 1 more pregnancy. And then just kind of keep an eye on everybody. And I can start moving some of our creatures around to help out with gathering up different food items. Like Nuduk here. Nuduk's good at gathering up food, better than some of our creatures at least, because he has the collecting 2 runner's legs, so he's got 2 collecting. And I wish we could get our collecting up to 4 again. That was really cool. How did we get our collecting up to 4? Because I don't think, let's see, what was it? It was runner's leg, and we already have berry paw. Nimble fingers, do they improve collecting? Well, let's try, we'll try to get some strength up right now. You know what, let's swap it out. Now that we have 1 antler, we'll go ahead and just keep 1 antler for now, and we'll try putting big body in to kind of get bigger and stronger. And I sort of want to see if we can get berry paw so we can start getting some of the creatures who have like 4 collecting in. And I think we'll have Nuduk here. Oh gosh, we've got so many things potentially coming. We'll have Nuduk here kind of just sit and explore for a second, and we'll push him towards that berry bush. And Cyras here, Cyrasis, she's kind of cool. I might want to breed her in the future, but we might start pushing her over towards the berry bush in the future too. So, I just have to be careful with where we put everybody. All right. And oh my gosh, green eyes. Why do you guys keep having like, wait, is that toxic body? What? Big body. No, it's just big body. What's with the eyes then? That's so interesting. You guys have just the most interesting babies. I swear. This is the most, I love breeding these two. They're just the most fascinating out of any of them we've ever had to breed. I swear they are. And then Kosi, okay, she can probably, actually, we'll move her slowly but surely up over to that berry bush. And then let's gather up a few of the berries really quickly. Kuvan, you can help out with that, because we've got to move all of the babies out of the nest. That's one of our drawbacks right now, is that all of the nests are full of babies, and we need to kind of clear that up. All right, we'll have you go ahead and grab that, and we'll move you next time. All right, gather up a little bit of food from here, and then we're gonna scooch Isla here. She can come down. Oh yeah, that's an empty berry bush. We'll perch her over there. You can gather up. You can just go ahead and move. And we just, we have to move so many babies like out of the way now. All right, you can go ahead and gather that berry and then move. And you little guy, you can go ahead, might as well move you all the way to the outer reaches. Ooh, let's move you over here so you can help keep an eye on all the bunnies. Yeah, we'll move him there, her here. Let's see, we can gather up, oh, you can't, that's right, she's our little fighter. She can't actually gather anything up. Let's gather this up. And yeah, I probably need to move Cyrasis, even though it's going to be a little bit of a cost out here. So yeah, we got to be really careful with how much food we have left. But I also need to get creatures moving so they can take care of more food. Also, Kira Duke, you look awesome. You look awesome. I'll have to find you a mate. Maybe Kosi? Kira Duke and Kosi could have some really awesome looking babies. They're not terribly like well matched. They only share 1 immunity gene at least. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? All of the females are on top of nest. All of the currently accessible food has been harvested. There's so much rattling going on in the bushes. I've been a lot more cautious. I'm trying to get better, you guys. It's just, also I like having fun. So let's go ahead and see what kind of babies we have next. And then I think we're done. We're done with the baby boom. Oh, that's right. All right. And then these two are still going to have as many babies as possible, because I just can't believe the amazing variety of their children. But I do need to focus on getting more food for such a huge tribe now. Look at everybody! Oh my gosh! Cisco! Dukta! Izzy! Isla! Oh my gosh, I love looking at all of their genetics. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful variation. And we have bright red fur going on over here now. B and A, and then we've got A and G, and over here we've got G and D. So, oh, we had somebody die of old age. So sad. So yes, all right, we're getting a really good genetic variety going on. That makes me pretty happy. Tarku, you look adorable. I don't know what it is about these guys, but they're just really winning me over lately. We'll move little Tarku out of the way. We need to gather up some food though. So, all right, we'll gather up a little bit of food. Tarku, out of the way. Oh, bunny, a little bit of food, thank goodness. You guys can start gathering those things up. You two can have another baby because you have the most amazing babies ever. New Duke, we're gonna have to start doing some exploring and enough breeding. We have plenty of babies now. We kind of have an abundance of babies. So now we just kind of need to keep some of our creatures on track for bunny. So for bunny hunting, I really, like, I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to do bunny hunting. Is it gonna be sending creatures after the bunnies, or is it just gonna be like kind of quarantining the bunnies in an area? We're gonna have to figure out the best way to do bunny hunting. And then you can go ahead and gather those up. Yeah, they've got plenty of awesome looking babies now. And I can start mixing together some of these pairs pretty soon, I think. All right, and I am going to try moving here Duke. Now that I have a little bit of food, and okay, we've got a little bit more food hiding up here. I should probably go ahead. There we go. We hadn't even explored that spot yet. So probably going to go ahead and explore some of these spots, actually. This happened. It's a good thing we have enough food to attack them. Oh, sweet. We actually took out that carnivore together. Well, Van Duke, that looks like it was the last thing you get to do, buddy. The last thing that you get to do in your old age, but it was really great exploring with you. We'll send Rogue here on the way to try to continue to make the loop around the island. All right, so I'm getting a little more comfortable with everything, you guys. If you can't tell, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful with making decisions about where to move everybody. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna move her, gonna explore this, move her right here, and then can you, yes! He did it! Kiriduku! That's really awesome from the top of a cliff even. But I don't want to be so cautious we don't really move forward because the mechanics of the game are always going to be changing. They've been talking about that a little bit on the Steam discussion area for Niche. And I'm pretty excited to see where they're going to take it. Alright, before we go though, I think we need to send Nuke Duke. What is his attack? Not the best attack in the world. Kosani here can really move it, actually. So, should I move her? Let's send Ananame, actually. Well, she doesn't really have really great movement, to be honest. I'm going to send Kosani. She is going to go forth, and she is going to start blazing up. Oh, yes! See, blazing a bit of a trail and moving around, trying to help sort of discover where everything is for their tribe. And just, I'm going to waste a little bit of food exploring this area because we haven't really explored the surrounding zone. So it would be nice if we didn't run into a carnivore. That would be pretty cool. And then we'll clear a path too so that all of our fast moving creatures can zip really quickly from one part of the map to the next. And I definitely want to see what kind of amazing babies these two, Vanku and Larila, keep having because they have some awesome children. All right, so we'll keep moving everybody around and we'll try to make sure that we've got plenty of little ones helping out with picking berries and kind of clearly attacking bunnies off of cliffs. And this is really one of the most genetically very genetically varied, there we go, tribes I think we've had yet. Just look at all of this. This is awesome. But all right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.